Today I am in Australia at Ballarat Wildlife Park, hands down the best private wildlife facility in the entirety of Australia. And I'm here having a tug of war with this Tasmanian Devil and meeting a whole bunch of other incredible, iconic Australian species and a couple other cool exotics along the way. Let's get going. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.
And we're kicking things off with a true Aussie icon. No visit to Australia is complete without getting up close to a kangaroo.
Okay, so look at these beautiful animals here. These are Kangaroo Island kangaroos, and they're a subspecies of the western gray kangaroo. Something that's so cool about these guys is because they are from Kangaroo Island, there are no natural predators there. There are no thylacine, no dingo, nothing that ever chased these guys. So when the famous explorer Flinders first went to Kangaroo Island, it said that he would walk right up to them and bop them on the head like they were a dodo to get meat. And because of that, as an tribute to them keeping the expedition going, they named it Kangaroo Island because of the meat that these guys provided. But today, here at Ballarat Wildlife Park, these guys are free roaming. There's over 100 of these Kangaroo Island kangaroos, and they just hang out and will pick the leaves totally off of the branches of the browse, and they're just so cool. I think kangaroos are probably the most iconic Australian animal. That being said, there are so many other incredible creatures to see here, so we're gonna go link up with some of the keepers and keep going. But these guys are just so great. Mwah, love you guys.
And now I'm going to see Julia to meet one of my favorite Australian animals.
Hey, Julia.
Oh,
How are
g'day.
you? Good to see you.
Hi.
Julia here is the mother of, hands down, my favorite Australian animals. You've raised how many? Don't say what they are yet. People are gonna see.
Well, I've raised 4.
And I'm guessing there's one in here, is that
There
right?
is one in here.
If I could have any pet in the world, it would be one of these. Oh, I can't wait. Let's see
If
it.
you want your house destroyed, get yourself a...
Nothing. Hey, you. Come, Fudge. Here she comes. Look at that. It's like a burrowing brick with legs. Look at it. Oh, my God. Oh, I love wombats so much. Hi, Fudge. So there she is. This is Fudge. Tell me all about her, Julia.
Oh, so Fudge Pudding was born here at the Wildlife
Fudge
Park.
Pudding? That's what you
Fudge
call her?
Pudding, because she's quite the pudding. I hand-raised her mum.
Yeah.
This was Coco's, her mum's 10th baby, and she was kind of over it, so I took her and hand-raised her.
I see.
Yes, yeah.
And they're so interesting. I mean, they've developed these bony plates in their bums
Yep.
that they use to, when they burrow in case there's a predator, they lock that burrow with
Yeah.
that bony plate.
That's it.
You can't get them out.
2 inches thick.
And I mean, it's literally like a brick with legs. Like they're built like a
they
little
are.
fridge.
That's right. And like if you were to go into the wild and, you know, go towards a burrow,
Yeah.
they can run from a predator and they block up their burrow with their bum.
Yep.
The animal, like the predator, can go biting at their bum and they won't be able to penetrate to the skin.
Right.
And they can even crush, which is horrible, the animal's skull, you know, against their burrow.
So one thing that I always find really interesting about wombats is their closest relative is the koala.
That's right.
Yeah, the koala is basically a tree wombat.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have the
that's right.
bony plate in their bum.
Bony plate.
They hang out in the trees. They eat.
Yeah.
They eat browse.
Now that we've met Fudge, let's go get a behind-the-scenes look at her house.
Hi, Fudgy. We're in your house now. Come. Oh my goodness! Look how big. Oh, that's not a spot for your mouth. Well, I guess I am done having kids, so. Julia, you know, one of the things that I think is so cool about wombats is their little stacks of cubed poop
Oh, yes,
to,
yes.
to mark their territory.
That's
I mean, there's
right.
just so many things about them that
Yeah.
make them unique.
They can also run 40k an hour. I don't
They
know
can?
if you knew that.
Oh my goodness.
Short burst, and for a flat-footed animal, that's pretty amazing.
Oh my goodness. Look at this teddy bear. Hi, Fudgy. Look at this. So I don't think people realize how big these animals are. I mean, this is a teddy bear. I adore wombats. I think they're, in my opinion, they're my favorite Australian animal. I don't think there's anything cooler than the wombat in this entire country. This is just the start. You guys have so many other animals here, so I've loved meeting Fudge. Should we go see
Yes,
some more?
We can, definitely.
All right, sweet girl. One more little forehead kiss with your funny bum, okay? Mwah. All right, see you later.
Now that we've seen the cuddly side of Australia, it's time to meet some animals with a bit more bite, and we'll ease into it with something small.
All right, so next up we have Tasmania's largest extant predator, right?
Correct.
Which is the Tasmanian Devil.
That's right. Yeah, the world's largest carnivorous marsupial, these guys are. So they have the strongest.
Unless the thylacine's still out there.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, which I hope. But anyway, they're called devils for a reason, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
When early settlers come to the mainland over to Tasmania, they heard this noise, as you can hear, little bomber making over there at the moment. Obviously, it sounds a bit devil-like. So
very much so.
And obviously, they saw these little devils come out of the canopy, and their eyes lit up red, looked like a devil. So they called them the Tasmanian Devil.
All right. Well, let's go in with them and see if we can keep all our fingers and toes, shall we?
We'll do our best.
Let's do it. All right. This is exciting. Oh wow, this is awesome. Oh, look at them. They're so athletic.
That's
Come on,
Bomba.
Bomba. Come on. Oh, there you go. There you go, Bomba. Now, they have an incredible crushing power with their jaws. They go right through bones. They go right through anything, right? Always going for your fuzzy on your mic.
Just watch out behind.
Oh, yeah, we're surrounded by devils in here. This is so exciting. Look at that mouse going down there. Do you see that? Like a little wet noodle. Now, one thing you definitely don't want to do is give him your finger like that. That's for sure. Look here, buddy. Look, there you go. What's this? What's this? Oh, look at this. Got a Tasmanian Devil tug-of-war. So, Jared, I see when he comes close, you kind of put your foot up. These guys have an incredible bite force. You don't want to get bitten by one, right?
That's right, Forrest. So they can bite through 2-inch thick bone. Their bite force is said to be 7 times more than a Doberman dog. So put that in perspective.
7 times more than a Doberman?
Correct.
So you go right through your foot?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
Pop your toes off straight away.
Oh, yikes.
Despite their small size, these little guys truly live up to their reputation.
Oh,
We might go in.
a heck of a squabble going on back there.
And now, from one of Australia's tiniest predators, let's go meet its biggest.
Hey, Jess.
Hello, Forrest.
How's
How
it
you
going?
going?
Yeah,
Good.
thanks for meeting me. What are we doing today?
Well, we're feeding Crunch, our 5-meter long super croc.
This might be the biggest saltwater crocodile I've ever seen. So he is apparently 16 and a half feet and over 600 kgs.
Yep. Obviously, we don't have a measuring thing for that.
Okay.
So it's only a rough estimate.
Let's go make him heavier, shall we?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
lead the
feed.
way. Let's go.
Are you ready?
I think so. Yeah, this is exciting. Oh, wow, I have to go first. Crunch. Here you go, buddy.
Crunch was a bit shy at first with all the new cameras around, but after his girlfriend Bella showed him how it was done,
All right, come on, Crunch. You need to show off now, big guy.
Crunch started to warm up to us.
Go on. Ha-ha! Whoops, I should have let him get it. Come on, buddy, here you go. Here's
Cool,
gonna be
she's
a good one. Ready?
Good boy.
Here you go. Ready? Come on, bud. Don't land on me now. Just go for the chicken. Oh, bingo. This is the biggest crocodile, biggest salty for sure I've ever fed. Well, this is awesome. And there's even more, even crazier animals here.
Just a few more.
Yeah, let's go see them.
Australia is home to some of the most iconic animals on the planet, and there are still a few more legends I need to meet. But before that, I'm making a quick stop to visit some of the most jaw-dropping exotics I've ever had the chance to get up close with.
This is Combo.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
How special is he?
Of everything here, this might be the most exciting. I mean, I've never even been this close to a tree kangaroo. And he's so gentle. Boy, is he beautiful. Look at this reddish coat and the stripe down his back here. Now, these are fully arboreal kangaroos, meaning they live totally in the trees. They'll come down to the ground to forage around or look for food, but otherwise they spend all their time up in the jungle canopy. So how crazy is that to be a macropod that evolves the ability to climb up into the trees?
Not many people know about them, but they are part of the same family macropod, which means big feet. You can see he has huge feet.
Huge, big claws
So he
too.
is related to the kangaroos that we have out in the park that free roam too.
Now, sadly, these guys, throughout much of their range, especially in Papua New Guinea, are hunted heavily for meat. Because when you find one in a tree, I think the tribes in PNG and West Papua, they'll kind of just hit them with a stick and pull them out of the tree and eat them, right?
Yeah, meat, the pet trade,
Everything.
fur,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Sadly, they're really targeted, and I mean, you can kind of see why. It's such a stunningly beautiful animal, and with this temperament, it makes sense that people try and keep them as pets. But they have, what sets them apart from maybe your terrestrial kangaroos is the length of the tail. I mean, this tail is absolutely insane. I mean, it's so long. It has a thick base, but not thick compared to the ones using
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
you know, as a tripod. Oh, sorry, buddy.
There's only 53 of them in wildlife parks and zoos around the whole world.
53 of the species.
Yep.
Okay, which is a?
A Goodfellows tree kangaroo. It's part of a managed breeding program, which is exciting because he has a girlfriend on the way.
You got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend.
She'll be
coming.
here in about 2.5 weeks.
Of every animal I've seen here today, this to me is the most unusual and probably the coolest, and the first time in my entire life I've got to interact with a tree kangaroo, so thank you. Hey, enjoy that girlfriend. See you, pal.
Meeting a tree kangaroo for the first time is an unforgettable experience, but now I'm heading into riskier territory. These next animals are known to be dangerous, even deadly, but something about this one feels different. Let's hope I'm right.
Look at you.
Lovely.
Hello. Hello. Who is this big, beautiful Komodo dragon?
So this is Lava Claw. So we've got two
Lava
Komodo
Claw.
dragons.
What a name. You guys must have been very hands-on with her to have her have this disposition, yeah?
Yeah, so she actually came from Los Angeles. So that's where she
Oh.
was originally
No kidding.
born.
Yeah.
And then she went to Taronga, and then now she's here.
So what is the recent science on them? So first they were considered non-venomous, it was a bacteria, then it got changed to venomous, and now I believe they're going back to saying it's bacteria. Is that correct? Do you know,
Look,
in their mouths?
They're saying that it is venomous, that they
Okay.
are venomous, but there still are tests going on quite a bit to make sure that that is correct.
Here, hold on. This is great because, well, that is very interesting information.
You are safe.
I do want to take a video of cameraman Kyle getting pinned in the corner there by only the world's most venomous lizard.
Good girl,
Oh,
Alva.
everybody's moving in. Jess is moving in.
Hi.
Kyle,
okay.
it's fine. We have Edwin. Like, if you get eaten, there's other cameramen.
Fair enough.
Take one for the team, would you?
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
She does look hungry.
She does. And you look scrumptious, to be honest.
I did have a big lunch.
Yeah. So there is ongoing studies on that, but what made me think of it is you see the beautiful bits of drool coming off there.
Yeah.
That is the venom or the bacteria, depending on what the science says.
Depending on what people believe as well. So,
Yeah.
like, I believe they're venomous,
Yeah.
but I can't, make that call and be like 100% because I'm not a scientist.
So, I mean, this is amazing. I have never free pet a giant Komodo dragon like this. Look at, I mean, you're literally letting her drool on your legs over there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Wow, you are risking it all. I like it. So, I mean, people think of these things as being very, very fearsome, but this one's like a puppy.
In facilities like this, they are very, very sweet.
Yeah.
They're not out to get anyone.
No.
But they are very, very smart.
Here's a look at a tooth right here, which is kind of crazy. If you look at the size of the head, I mean, it's a mean tooth, don't be fooled, but I don't know, I would think the teeth would be bigger than that, to be honest.
They get a lot bigger. So
Oh, they
that's
do?
actually a baby.
Oh,
baby
it's a
Komodo tooth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So
You want to
very,
give that
very
back to
small.
you. That's amazing. I've gotten to do a lot of cool things with wildlife in my life, and I've never gotten to just free pet a Komodo before, so
Pretty special.
I didn't think it was going to happen in Australia, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Really cool. All right, let's go see somebody else. All right, so Noah, I'm embarrassed to admit that I had no idea that Australia even had penguins. I knew they were in Tasmania, but I had no idea there were penguins here.
Yeah, so this species is our little blue penguin. They are found all around Tasmania and all along the mainland from Victoria all the way over to the Western Australia, so all along the south coast.
We were out diving at this island, and my cameraman Dre hopped in with a GoPro, and we're on a scuba dive, and I looked up, and he's literally taking a selfie video with a penguin underwater.
That's
And I had
incredible.
no idea, so we'll cut that footage here to the video, but it was absolutely crazy. I was like, holy crap, there's a penguin while we were on a scuba dive. And I didn't even know there were penguins here, which is so cool. What else makes them unique?
They're the only species of blue penguins, so you can see that coloration on their backs. They've got that very iridescent blue. This is to help with their camouflage. So same with the other penguins and like sharks and stuff like that. These guys have their blue backs that help them to blend in with that blue water, and they can hide from any sea eagles or anything above them. And then those white bellies help them to blend in with the sky and hide from anything underneath them.
And blue is the rarest color in nature. So anytime you see a blue animal, it's very rare, very unique. So this is really cool.
I've seen tons of incredible, iconic Australian animals, but this next animal is quite possibly the most iconic of them all.
Guys, while we're out here on this super remote jungle hike, I want to take a moment to tell you about something that I absolutely love, and it's this app right here. This is OnX Hunt. Now, what's so great about OnX Hunt is it is an app that you can download detailed offline topographical maps, so I can know that at the end of this little ravine right here is a magnificent waterfall that we're going to explore while out in the jungle looking for remote wildlife. So not only can I find that thing and try and navigate to it using the app, I'm also safer because I know where I'm going, I know where I'm gonna be, and the app just generally helps me have a better outdoor experience. If you're trying to have incredible adventures like this, I cannot recommend this app enough. If you wanna check it out, download the app at the link in my bio, get a free 1-month trial. You're not gonna regret it. It's starting to rain, let's get to that waterfall. This facility is absolutely incredible. If you're ever in Victoria, Australia, if you're ever in Melbourne, it's worth the hour drive to Ballarat Wildlife Park. It's hands down my favorite wildlife facility I've been to in Australia, bar none. I strongly recommend it to you guys. Let's look at these two.
So this is Jimmy Jam.
Oh, hi, Jimmy Jims. Oh, you kind of mean mugging me, aren't you? Wow,
That's
they
just
are
his face.
Oh, that's just your face. You have resting male koala face. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Oh, and then who's this little one? Who's this
So
little
this is
type?
Leo. This
Hi,
is Lily's
Leo.
Joey from last year.
Oh, he's adorable.
So he's about 12 months old now.
He's 12 months old?
Yes.
Gotcha. Hi, buddy. Now, Cass, correct me if I'm wrong, people think of koalas as being so cute and soft and cuddly, they're extremely territorial, extremely ferocious to each other in the wild, right? They'll rip each other to shreds. Is that true, or?
They can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, especially during breeding season.
Sorry, I had no idea there was a koala over my
There's
shoulder.
another one.
Yeah, the whole time.
So a lot of biting, a lot of screaming, a lot of carrying on.
They're quite stinky.
They are. The
I had no
males
idea.
especially. So if you see on Jimmy's chest,
Yeah.
he's got a big scent gland down the middle.
On the middle of his chest, and they
Yeah.
rub that on trees as a marking thing.
They do, yes.
He's a very pungent, sort of cheesy smell.
Yeah, it's not very nice,
It's
is it?
not nice. No, he's like I don't know, just kind of gross, to be honest, but so cute nonetheless. Come get close in here, Kyle. Like, look at this guy. He's got this mean mugging face. He's got this body odor that's pretty repulsive. It smells like really old blue cheese, and then this soft, fluffy face. I mean, koalas are amazing, and their closest living relative is the wombat.
That's correct.
They're basically a tree wombat. What other similarities to wombats do they share?
So they both have a backwards facing pouch. So
Okay.
the wombats, it's important so that when they're digging their burrows, the dirt doesn't fling down and bury their joey in the pouch.
Yep.
Whereas for the koalas, it's super important because when they're about 4 months old, they stick their head out of the pouch and they stimulate the mother so that she creates a substance called pap.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, when a koala is born, it's the size of a jelly bean. It's like this big, right?
Smaller, this
Smaller.
big.
In order for them to be able to eat eucalyptus leaves, which is a highly toxic plant, they need to build up a gut microbiome that's able to digest that. And in order to build up that gut microbiome, they use that backwards facing pouch to stick their head out and lick up pap. Pap is something that the mother produces. It's basically a diarrhea filled with this stuff. And that gut loads the joey to be able to digest the toxic eucalyptus.
That's correct.
Hi, and who's this over here?
This is Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. Now, look at Poppy. She's got the opposite face of Jimmy Jez over here. Poppy looks sweet and cuddly.
She is.
And Jimmy looks mean. Yeah, I felt that. Jimmy looks mean as anything, but they're both actually really sweet, aren't they?
They are.
Look at Poppy's claws. Don't be fooled thinking that this drop bear is harmless. Those are some serious claws, and I really don't encourage anybody to try pick these animals up. I mean, you really shouldn't pick up any animal in the wild. Look at this guy cruising over at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Hey, bud, you just woke up. You just realized what was going on, huh? Well, this is awesome. Let's keep going.
Amazing.
So check this guy out. This is a spotted quoll, an animal I absolutely love that I've caught on trail camera. Oh, he's peeing on me a few times, which is okay. I stink like all kinds of stuff already today. But this is a spotted quoll. This is the mainland's largest marsupial predator, and these guys are crazy efficient predators. Unlike the devils, these guys will absolutely launch out and attack and grab you and tear things up. And they'll climb up trees, grab possums, birds, all kinds of things. As cute as he looks, Nicolas Cage over here is not somebody that you want to go in with because, oh, he just peed on me again. He will bite the crap out of you, but he's very, very cool, very, very beautiful animal, and certainly makes it into that list of iconic animals from Australia, if you ask me. Hey, bud. Hey, little bud.
This spotted quoll might be cute, but now it's time to meet one of Australia's most infamous and most controversial animals.
Well, this is incredible. So this is Esky.
Yeah,
And
Esky.
Esky's an alpine dingo, right?
That's right, Esky and Luna. So Esky is a purebred alpine dingo, and he was bred at a dingo sanctuary in Bargo, New South Wales.
Alpine dingoes are interesting because they have a double coat,
That's right, they've
compared
got
to
a-
the
yeah.
lowland dingoes.
That's right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's so cool.
And
What's
also
this?
the
What's
alpine
this? What's
dingo,
this?
you'll find this white coloration appearing.
Is that why he's named Esky? I think I learned this coming to Australia. Esky is what you guys call a fridge or a cooler,
That's
right?
right, yeah. So they're from sort of that cooler climate. So
that
Esky.
makes sense.
That's
How have these two been trained so well?
Well, they have, but sometimes they won't listen. They're just
Yeah.
being good in front of my guests.
Sure,
But,
sure. Well, you're a good boy,
yeah, he's a
Esky.
good boy. And that's the wild in them. They're
Yeah,
still, they're
jumpiness.
jumpy
Yeah.
and aware of everything.
They are, in Australia, a conflict animal. I mean, on
Yeah.
Fraser Island, they're nipping people on the bum that have
Look,
been
they
feeding
are.
them. And
That's right, and that's what happens. People feed them.
Yep.
They go to an area where these animals can't get away from, like an island.
Right.
They go to them and they feed them. They get used to people, and then all of a sudden, someone doesn't have food for them, and they're going to nip you.
And they go, I want some food.
Yeah.
It's not aggressive.
It's
They're
not
just saying, hey,
aggressive at
I'm
all.
used to
I
something.
know.
The common belief, and my understanding is this is sort of beginning to change a little bit. 4,000 years ago,
Yep.
humans brought dogs over with them, closely related to the Indian wolf, over 4,000 years evolved to be the dingo. Now the dingo outcompeted the thylacine in mainland Australia, but at the island of Tasmania, you drive down the highway and there is a dead macropod every 100 feet. And it's because there's no dingoes there and there's no thylacine there. So the herbivores have just exploded, and the amount of mange, facial tumor disease, all of these diseases, because there is no alpha predator to wipe out the sick and the weak, is unbelievable. Well, this is really cool, Julia. I've never got to interact with dingoes like this, and one didn't even eat my baby.
But they would if they could.
Look, if you follow this channel and you follow me, you know there's one iconic Australian animal that stands above the rest for me, and it's this beautiful creature right here. It's the thylacine. Now, sadly, that animal is extinct. It used to be the apex predator of both mainland Australia and Tasmania, till it was either outcompeted by dingoes or driven to extinction by human beings. One way or another, during my lifetime, I hope I get to see one, whether that's through de-extinction work or one gets discovered out in the wild. That would be incredible, but let's all just remember that conservation is the point of this. Getting connected to animals is important so that the future generations can stop things from going extinct before it's too late, like the beautiful thylacine that I'm sitting here next to. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, a comment, a subscribe, and all those good things, and make sure that you stay tuned so that we can enjoy more conservation work together.